Hey, what's up guys? Alan here. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on This, where I speak on my thoughts. And today I'll be giving my thoughts on Disney and Pixar's most recent film, Elemental. Directed by Peter Sohn, who previously directed 2009's Partly Cloudy and 2015's The Good Dinosaur. The film centers around Ember, a fire element, and Wade, a water element, living in a city inhabited by elements and forming an unlikely bond. The film features the voices of Leah Lewis and Mamoudou Ache as the two leads, with Ronnie Del Carmen, Sheila Ami, Wendy McClendon-Covey, and Catherine O'Hara making up the supporting cast. Now, what do I think about this film? Judging from the trailers a few months back, I thought that this film was going to be good, and after watching it myself, it turned out to be better than I thought. I loved it, it was great. I would say that it was definitely one of Pixar's most mesmerizing films up to date. From beginning to end, it was stunning. The animation for this film was breathtaking. The whole settings and the character designs for each element were something out of Pixar's wheelhouse. Especially the designs for the fire residents, which I thought were the most unique out of all the other elements. Visually, it was just so beautiful to look at. I found the story to be solid, and I love how authentic it is. You can tell that this story is personal to the director, with it being based on his parents immigrating to a new country, which makes this film unique from his perspective. It's so unique from his perspective that you can just feel the authenticity from this film and know how much this means to him. And as someone who has immigrant parents, I'm Filipino, I can resonate with this story. And I think a lot of kids and anyone who has immigrant parents can resonate with it too. I also love the incorporation of the rom-com aspect. What makes that aspect extraordinary is that Wade and Ember's relationship is a spin on the opposites attract trope, where it's about more than just their physical appearances. It's also about their personalities, in the case that one is uptight and ill-tempered and the other is relaxed and laid back. I thought it was the best way to show the message that differences don't have to matter all the time. It added that extra layer of uniqueness that makes this film stand out from other Pixar films in the past. The jokes were entertaining, but a little overdramatic. You got some that fit, like Ember's temper, which honestly, we've all been there, like I myself can relate to, because I reacted how Ember reacted when I get upset. You get some that are repetitive and unnecessary, like Wade and his family crying over every tiny detail. It's just overplayed and extra. But other than that, the jokes were hilarious, and I understand what they were trying to do, and it does work with each element. I really love the score for this film. It's cool how it infuses multicultural sounds due to the fire residents being a metaphor towards immigrants, and I thought it suited perfectly. While the film's story is strong, there were some scenes that were great to watch, and some that were underwhelming, like the confrontation between Wade and Ember, for example. I think what could have made the scene better is that Wade could have explained his side of what he's experienced throughout his life, from his struggles and relationship with his dad, which he mentioned at one point in the film and it's never really brought up again. It would have gave neutral ground between the two sides and showed that Wade really does sympathize with Ember and that they're more alike than they thought. The resolution between Wade and Bernie also could have been a little bit better. There wasn't a proper reconciliation. Bernie just bans Wade from his shop, then just unbans him to make him feel better near the end, and it was just too quick. It would have been great if they had a moment where the conflict between them is addressed and fully made amends with each other, as opposed to resolving their issues fast. The scene where Ember confesses to Bernie that she wants to chase down a different path in life was probably the strongest scene in the film, and it definitely made me emotional. I think kids who have certain expectations built by their parents can connect with this scene, because I feel like they've been in Ember's situation where they want to pursue something different but are scared that their parents will never understand. So it was beautiful to see that exchange between Ember and Bernie. It solidified the bond between the two characters. The film overall was pleasing. It still had the emotional depth that Pixar is known for and the ever-evolving animation that has been seen in the past couple of years. And it was definitely a step up from their previous film that they released a year prior. I love that Pixar is allowing more creativity and inclusivity into the stories being told in their films. I think this is a film that families, especially ones with immigrant parents, can connect with and enjoy watching together. Alright, that sums up all of my final thoughts I have for this film, and if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments, and if you haven't already, subscribe. It would really mean a lot. That's all I have to say, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!